welcome to our annual Marketing event for 2021. It is so great to see so many of our partners joining today. Wow, what a year it was. Are we still in pandemic times? Is it over? I just lost track. Anyways, I hope you are all safe wherever you are. This year was incredible in any possible meaning. We launched new products, went after new audiences, and explored new marketing channels to extend our reach. What's special about marketing is that it's constantly evolving. If you don't keep up with it, you are simply out of the game. Marketing has to be done right and by professionals. A half-done job can cause more harm than good to the brands you support. Thanks to you, our partners around the globe, we managed to achieve amazing results, proving once again that we are one. One brand, one team, one Alma, all over the world. We prepared a fun and insightful event for you today, featuring guests from here at Alma and abroad. So without further delay, let's jump right into our first topic. In recent years, we witnessed a significant increase in requests for various treatments by male patients, from hair removal to body contouring and even skin rejuvenation procedures. To address this growing demand, we at Alma have developed a new marketing concept called All Men by Alma. I'm delighted to host Vika Raz, Alma's Marcom and Branding Manager, to share with us the trigger for this concept development, the whys and the hows. Hello, Vika. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Tal. Thank you. It's wonderful to be here.
So, Vika, you and I had a lot of back and forth in the past few years about male focus. And when we look at the male-female split, men is still the minority. So why do you feel that now is the time to have this marketing male focus?
Yes, definitely. Now we see major shifts in different and important respects. Globally, the trend of this segment is in constant growth. The total global volume of procedures for men is over 12 million, which accounts for 15% of all procedures. Studies also show that an increase of at least 7% is expected year by year. This by itself is a number that cannot be ignored. Gender norms are also shifting. The openness of men today is increasing, which leads to a growing interest level as early as late 20s and 30s. Men want to look more attractive. They want to be the best version of themselves. And of course, we have the media, TV shows, and social media in particular that create shifts in perception and establish new social norms for men. All these create what we believe is the optimal timing to address this with real intention.
Okay, so there's the media and the awareness and the growing numbers, definitely something that we cannot just dismiss, right?
Exactly, yes.
Yeah. So what do you think is the marketing opportunity here right now?
Well, we have an opportunity to establish a genuine long-term connection with this audience. Our goal is to be a top communicator with a distinctive marketing approach. For this purpose, we created a unique and defined branded segment identity and visual positioning based on what we researched, learned, and believe are right for men.
So when you started analyzing this segment, what differences have you spotted, men versus women?
We found that men prefer a more functional approach, less emotional than women. Immediate results is their number one interest. Natural look is critical. Men want to look like the best version of themselves, not someone else's. And we also have the tone of voice uniqueness. It needs to be more straightforward and goal-oriented.
Okay, so results, natural look, authentic, and also a unique tone of voice, which reminds me that this tone of voice is captured in a great marketing video that you just put together to introduce All Men by Alma. So shall we take a look?
Definitely.
Okay, let's see it.
This one's for men in all shapes and sizes. To the bear and the sphinx, the long and the widest. To the chunkies, the skinnies, the young and the been-throughs. You've been through a lot, but you belong to the finest. Some men are happy with the way they appear, while others might wish some things disappear. The hair on your chest, the spots on the face will make them go vanish without leaving a trace. That beer belly, you like it? We can make it more tight. The mistake that you made, we can make it all right. This scar from the fight when you were 16, we have the technology to make it pristine. Whatever the issue, Alma's got the solution. No downtime, no pain, no fuss, no brainer. It's not an illusion. You deserve to look and feel great in your body. And if you don't, just act like a man and do something about it. All Men by Alma, an extensive range of cutting-edge treatments from the trailblazing medical aesthetics company, delivering amazing natural-looking results because you deserve to look and feel great. No biggie, no hustle, to be your best man. Alma, for you, for life, for men.
Wow, one hell of a production day you had there, Vika, with all these
Yes.
boys around.
It was a lot of fun.
I'm sure. So what else do you have in your pipeline for All Men by Alma?
Well, in addition to this concept video introducing Alma to the male audience, we also have a set of a more direct call to action social media short videos, each addressing a different indication that is relevant for men. A new web page will showcase men-only content, before and after photos, and many more. It's intended to be a place where men feel comfortable enough browsing to get all the information they need. And we are also working on a video with interviews by leading doctors who gained versatile experience with this audience, and men themselves who will share their point of view and the experience they had on the way to the clinic, the procedures, and after.
Thank you so much, Vika, for showing us a new perspective in terms of male marketing.
Thank you, Tal, for having me.
TikTok is the most popular social media platform right now, with over 1 billion active users. Definitely a phenomenon we cannot just dismiss when it comes to marketing. It offers a great opportunity for marketeers to reach a wide audience in a highly creative and playful environment. Let's go down to our home clinic where we typically shoot our TikTok videos. Come with me. Hi, Natalia.
Hi.
I interrupting you? Are you in the middle?
We're in the middle of shooting the video, but you're welcome to join us.
So can we take a break for a couple of minutes so we can talk to the audience and tell them a little bit about TikTok and video making?
Sure.
Great, so let's go. So Atalia, when we talk about TikTok, it always comes down to the age dilemma. Is it still a very young platform, or can it be a good fit for our business as well?
So you mentioned the numbers yourself, and when it comes to ages, we can see that only 32% are under the age of 19 at the US, for example. So all the rest are really at fit for as we speak about age. And also, because we deal with so many beauty topics and skin conditions, we actually appeal everyone. It's so relevant for many people. So I think it's really a good fit for us. Not to mention the fact a lot of doctors today and clinic owners are millennials themselves. Mm-hmm. So TikTok is a very natural environment for them.
So what makes TikTok such an appealing platform from marketing perspective?
Okay, so right now TikTok is rated number 3 at the App Store at most countries and number 1 at some countries. It's the second most popular app at the US, and it keeps growing. Unlike other social platforms that are at a stage that are not growing anymore, and not to mention maybe even going down, TikTok is at a very good point of growing up. You have a chance to upload a video today with an unfamiliar profile at all, a new profile for that matter, and tomorrow it can reach to millions of views out of nowhere. So it's something that will not happen in other platforms. So TikTok is a very, very awake place to get to millions of people, millions of people around the world.
Right, so amazing reach with very little investment, definitely something that we can't just ignore from a marketing standpoint. Okay, and how TikTok video making is different than other marketing video making?
So that's also very interesting, and actually we learn it along the way. While Instagram is a very, I would say, aesthetic place, and a place where you want everything to look perfect. On TikTok, actually the secret is authenticity. And you need to keep it very, very simple and very, very short. Video starts from 15 seconds up to 3 minutes today, but most people will upload very short videos. You can reach up to 3 minutes, but you shouldn't do it unless you really have something very special to say. So the message needs to be very, very quick. There is no time to build tension or to build a message. You need to do it very, very quick. The cuts needs to be very interesting, a lot of close-up. Even mistakes are allowed. It's very different from creating, the very planned and scripted videos that we do today on YouTube and on Instagram. So on that matter, TikTok is very, very unique.
So it doesn't have to be super fine or high class.
On the
It has to be
contrary.
short, quick messages, authentic.
When you do it very, very right, I would say, your chances to get high profile or high views will go down.
And from your experience, which videos were most successful in our TikTok account?
So I can tell you, I can say it now, but I can say that it's very hard to know in advance what will become a hit. We could decide to upload a video or to create a video and be sure it's going to be a hit, and it will not. So we were actually surprised by the videos who did become a hit. There is not really a very dedicated rule for that, but I would say that you need to give value inside a video to say something that will make a difference. People like to learn. We would call it micro-learning because it's not really learning, let's face it. But people really like to watch videos that give them a value. So try to give something that teaches or that educate people. Maybe facts about the platforms. Maybe we like to show a lot of tattoo removals and skin conditions that are very interesting. You don't see every day, and how we deal with them. And we saw that made a lot of difference. And also, on TikTok, it's very recommended to drive on an existing trend. A lot of sounds and a lot of existing videos that someone already did. You can try to take them and make your own version of it, and it has a very good chance also to become a hit.
Nice.
So originality is not necessarily a very big key here.
So do you have an example of a video which completely surprised you in the terms of the reach it got?
So one of the video we had was about a girl that came to remove her tattoo. She had a very small triangle tattoo on her arm, and she wanted to remove it. So we took Sharon from the clinic, and we took the camera, and we just filmed it while she did a treatment. It was like 20 seconds video maybe, and it reached over 2 million views.
Wow.
One of the things that surprised us was the fact, it's not really a surprise. It surprised me because it was new to me, but what we discovered was that sounds works very good on TikTok. The sounds of our platforms, the laser ticks, for some reason works really good. All those strange sounds that really hate to sound at the clinic,
Who would imagine?
for some reason works very, very good on TikTok. So you could never guess what would be the thing that will work on TikTok.
So it's a lot of trial and error.
It's a
You just
lot of
need
trial
to
and error,
take a
yeah.
stab at it and, try and
Yes.
see yourself what works.
But again, to try and shoot a lot of very real frames, I think that's the best tip I can give.
Okay, now let's say I'm a distributor or a clinic owner and I really want to get into TikTok. So what should be my first next steps once I decide?
So the first step should be try to explore it a bit yourself and try to think how you can bring yourself, or what is the message that you want to bring into TikTok. Before you start, try to plan ahead a bit. I can recommend a very nice series of webinars we've created a few months ago. It's still open on our partner zone, so people can try to go there and maybe learn some tips and tricks. In general, I can say it's very, very simple. So you just need to try and to plan a few videos ahead. Make sure that you reach and you start to do it only if you have the time to upload at least one video per week. If you don't have the time to do it, just like one video and that's it, you shouldn't do it at all. But I think it's definitely the time to start, definitely the time to go there. We see it still growing. So it's really the time to start. That's it.
Okay, TikTok sounds like a lot of fun.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So thank you so much for your insights. It was super interesting, and I'll let you go back now to your video creation.
Thank
so
you.
go make more video and
Make sure to
fun
follow
TikTok
us.
content. Yes, please make sure to follow us. Take a look at our Alma's official TikTok account and get inspired. Thank you, Atalia.
Thank you.
Okay, so we need to go back to the studio now. We have Alexander from Lucia Clinic in Dubai waiting for us in the Zoom meeting room. So let's go. In recent years, influencers marketing has become the new hot strategy for brands looking to expand their reach and increase brand awareness. Over 90% of today's marketeers practice influencers marketing one way or another. Given the nature of our business, which is all about beauty, aesthetics, and well-being, incorporating influencers into our marketing work seems very natural. So what does it mean, influencers marketing? How do we spot the right influencers, and how do we leverage their visits in the clinic? Does it necessarily require a huge out-of-pocket, and how can we fit it in to our marketing budgets? We will try to address all these questions in the next session. We are thrilled to have Alexander Josipovich, Lucia Clinic's Director of Marketing and Branding, one of our great partners who has been utilizing influencers in a brilliant way in the past few years. Among Lucia Clinic's famous clients, we can find Naomi Campbell, Huda Katan, Lindsay Lohan, and Carla DiBello. Hello, Alexander. How have you been?
Hi, doing very well. Thank you for inviting me.
Good to see you again. So, Alexander, Dubai has become such a big beauty empire recently. What's going on there? It seems like it opens up so many opportunities for you in terms of influencers.
Well, I think with all respect that management of the country is doing quite actually very well with this pandemic, and in each challenge, there is always opportunity, I would say. So at Lucia Clinic, we know exactly very well how to attack and how to use each opportunity and turn it into a revenue as well.
Right, and you know, when we breeze through your very active Instagram profile, we see a lot of influencers there. So can you give us a glimpse to that world? How did it happen? Was it like a strategic decision you've taken, or did it just happen?
It was strategic. Me as a client at Lucia Clinic, I'm there for 6 years, but on the consultancy as a director of marketing, I'm there for more than a year. And in that communication, in that strategy, we always try to see what will work the best for a clinic and how we can make the best of that strategy with influence. People generally think that influencers are something just easygoing and stuff like that, but they have a lot of power and reach. Example, if you check one of the most famous influencer, which is visiting on weekly basis, Lucia Clinic, Huda Katan, she has around 48 million followers. So that is a powerhouse. You just need to see how you can build a partnership with one of them and make it happen for you.
Yeah, that's definitely a huge, huge power and a wet dream of any marketeer I know. So how do you spot these influencers? Do you proactively reach out to them?
We do both. So we always check who is the perfect influencer with the perfect reach and how it will work for us. It always has to be a win-win situation. At Lucia Clinic, we do a couple of tests before we start any kind of partnerships. And based on that test and the results which we get through first visit or second visit, then we made the plan with exactly the levers which we want to achieve with him or her. At Lucy Clinic, we don't do only ladies, but we are doing gentlemen as well.
Definitely. We were talking about male marketing just 30 minutes ago. So Alexander, yes. So how do you make those influencers upload videos on their profile? Do you ask them to do so? Do you offer them, any sort of incentive?
It's always individual approach. So everything is agreed and communicated before, with a clear hashtags, with the clear mentions, and exactly with the benefits which we want to focus on. If it's Accent Prime, for example, if it's a hybrid, if it's a AFT, depends. Everything is agreed on the communications before. However, we still give the freedom of creativity for the influencers, that they create the content, which mostly we are focusing on the videos, and send us the same for approval before they post on their line.
Right. So no spontaneous decisions on spot. Everything is agreed up front.
It could be possible, but that depends on communication between the clinic and the person in charge and influencer, because everybody has a bit bad day, a good day, so depends on the day. But however, the minimum, it's always communicated before.
Speaking of good days and bad days, how do you deal with your ego? You have a bunch of divas out there.
Well, I think we all have a moment of being divine and diva, but the beauty of the Lucy Clinic is that the environment is super calm and very beautiful. So once you are on the good way in our hands, we know how to deal with the people and make sure that they truly enjoy the treatment.
Now, Alexander, how did influencers marketing affected your business? Do you get actual leads of people who have been asking for Huda Katan's treatment?
Yes, we do. That's the whole purpose. See, the influence of the marketing, look at it as editors of the magazines. They have a reach, and now social media, depends on the channel, give you a huge opportunity to reach more and more people and with a different creativity. So we can easily measure the success of each collaborations. Depends what we want to put as a how should I say, as a exactly goal of achievement which we want to do. Do we want to do leads or brand awareness, or how many bookings we get and stuff like that? But definitely with each influencer which we are working with, we could see as well the return on investment.
So Alexander, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge. Keep up with the great work.
Oh, thank you so much, and thank you for your compliments.
I hope to see you soon.
You will.
Bye. Hey, Lior.
Hey, what's up?
I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful. How things are going?
It's going well. We are actually having today our marketing annual event, virtually, of course.
Of course.
So we have all of our partners watching us globally.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, talking about marketing only, new content and case studies, so it's a lot of fun.
We kind of got used to this environment, digitally sharing some experience. I mean, we had a great year. I mean, compared to 2020, that's easy, but...
Definitely.
So really, I want to thank everybody for being with us, sharing. I think we're going to have a wonderful 2022, even better than 2021. So thank you again. Great.
Compliment from the CEO. This is not something you get every day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Cheers.
Bye. One of Alma's most marketing active and super creative distributors is Alma Italy, who has established the Alma Care brand several years ago. Alma Care is a chain of clinics which showcases Alma's technologies only. To promote Alma Care, Alma Italy has come up with a comprehensive multi-channel campaign called My Skin First, an ambitious marketing initiative which involves Italian influencers, new video content, and a digital, organic, and non-organic promotion plan. I'm delighted to have Barbara from Alma Italy and the Alma Italy marketing team to tell us all about My Skin First. Ciao, Barbara and team. How are you?
Hi, Tal.
Hi, Tal.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, Barbara, Alma Care has been out there for a while. What was the trigger to have this campaign right now?
The trigger was to become leader of the Italian aesthetic market, creating something that nobody do it. And of course, we want to go ahead of our competitor because in Italy there are some competitors that are very, very strong. And this is the trigger.
Always be first, definitely. And what were the audiences you have defined for this campaign, and what were the objectives?
Okay, the audience for sure is B2C. It's patients because, of course, obviously by increasing awareness of B2C, we increase automatically the B2B Alma brand visibility. Therefore, we encourage physician, doctor to contact us and, of course, to purchase Alma technologies. Our goal is to be leader and, of course, increase the B2C, the B2B, increase the visibility of the Alma Care and Alma brand and patients. But, of course, we need to generate a B2B leads to motivate more and more our sales team.
Okay, so the major target was B2C, but obviously the B2B audience also has benefited from it. So it was like, you know, a double catch that you get here.
Yes, with this program, this format, we want to catch everything, B2B and B2C, of course.
Right. So can you describe for us the campaign and its roadmap?
Yes, of course. We created My Skin First, some video contact format, 3-4 minutes each episode with Elena Santarelli, that she's very famous. She's influencer, sugar in Italy. She's famous. And consider that for each episode, we invite a doctor and patients that explain their experience with Alma technology for the doctor and with the treatment in terms of the Alma Care experience of patients. And the goal will be to have a multi-channel advertising, means that we don't use not only Facebook and Instagram as we did it in the past, but for the first time we involved for this big project, a big agency, outsourcing agency for Google, LinkedIn, and of course YouTube, to have a multi-channel advertising with a massive budget, because for the project we bring a special budget. Consider that during the COVID we're thinking about this project because we want to show to our partner, to our doctor, to our customer, to the patients that Alma never stop it.
Right, so it seems like you are going to spend a big chunk of your budget towards this My Skin First campaign. What are you expecting to get out of it in terms of awareness and in terms of leads?
Yes, we expect an exponential visibility, increase of the Alma brand, Alma technology, of course, but what is important is to have a lot of patients for our Alma partners. Consider that the campaign B2C is for all Italy territory, for our partner that bought Alma device, but of course, we spent a lot of budget for B2B campaign in terms of the leads, new leads for our sales team, because it's important to motivate our employee, our partner that they are the sales team. In terms of the business, consider that this campaign is around 4 or 5 months, because every episode is in every 15 days, 2-3 a month. And that we expect around 20-30% immediately of our revenue. And this is a big boost to close in the best way this year, but also to increase it, to open a new year in the best way.
Hopefully a big boost for the end of the year and a good start for 2022. Grazie mille, Barbara. Thank you so much.
Grazie, Tal.
And best of luck with the
you.
campaign.
Thank you.
Our pleasure. So, wow, this event is moving so fast, I cannot believe that we are about to have our last talk for today. But hey, it's a crucial one. In the aesthetics and beauty fields, before and after photos is the most powerful marketing tool we can offer our clients. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, 2 good before and after photos are worth 1,000,000. No other marketing written content, visual, or a slogan carries the convincing power of good before and afters. This is the point where patients can really imagine themselves going through the transformation they desire to have. Whether we are marketeers, distributors, or clinic owners, we all share the challenge of making good, consistent before and after photos. I'm delighted to host Mrs. Sharon Jacoby, Alma's Global Clinical Training Manager, to enlighten us on how to successfully create strong before and afters for our marketing material. Hi, Sharon.
Hello, Tal. So it's a pleasure to be here today.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you.
Pleasure. And as you say, before and after photos are everything in our field. Now, even from a clinical perspective, we could have the best technology, the best devices, the most creative protocols, but if we don't have a good before and after photo to communicate this, then we haven't really done our job. Now, as you say, it's not an easy thing to do, and it is quite a challenge. And I think the main reason for that is because people are in a rush today. Patients are in a rush, they don't have time, they come in their lunch break, and therapists are rushed off their feet. So I think what we need to do is to really increase awareness of clinics to know that this is an important step, and a step that they need to just to give a little bit of thought to how they can improve this step.
So what do you think would be the most crucial equipment a clinic should have to make good before and afters?
Okay, so there are many sophisticated, expensive digital imaging systems out there for face and body, and of course they're fantastic, but they're not essential to get a great good before and after photo. Invest in a good digital camera, high resolution, good consistent frontal lighting, and a dedicated area in your clinic. It doesn't have to be a separate room if there's no room for an actual separate dedicated room, but even a corner in a clinic with a black background or curtain, a stool, a desk, a computer, and to have everything around you so you're not running around and taking photos in the corridor. You've got a nice kind of a setting with wipes, with maybe a disposable underwear so things are consistent, hair bands, anything that will help you just take that good photo.
Okay, so a good camera, good lighting, and also a dedicated area with consistent background and underwear, right?
Exactly. These are
key
small
points.
details that people often overlook.
Right, and how many angles do you usually take?
Okay, so that's a good question. When we're photographing the face, we'll take 5 angles. So the first angle would be a full frontal on a stool or with opposite a tripod. Eyes closed, hair pulled back, jewellery kept to a minimum, and then 45 degrees either side, and then a profile 90 degrees. So you've got 5 different angles.
5 angles. Okay.
And for body, I would suggest that the patient would stand, again, her hands above her head, for example, consistency. And then again, 5 angles, 45 degrees, 90 degrees, and a full frontal, or sometimes back, depending on the body area that's being treated.
Right, so 5 for face, 5 for body.
Yep.
Okay. So let's say I'm a clinic owner and I really want to improve my before and afters. What would be the top 5 tips you would give me?
Okay, so top 5 tips. First of all, I would say make sure the patient comes prepared. So no tight jeans, no flowery underwear. She comes prepared. She knows she's going to spend another 20, 30 minutes. Some loose trousers. We don't want any nasty stretch marks. And patience. Patience, as I said, from the therapist and from the patient. Second tip would be pay attention to small details, as I just said, earrings, makeup, jewellery, underwear. Third tip, I would say just take photos. Take. You can always delete them. Everything is digital, so you get that perfect photo at the end. My last 2 tips are actually quite good ones. There's one that when you're taking your after photo, have the before photo open on a computer next to you, next to the camera, so you can really align the patient. And that really helps to get that perfect alignment when you do your cover photos or your slider or you're next to each other before and after, you've got the same angle. And I think finally I would say, just remember when you do your baseline photo, the before, you cannot go back. Remember, this is your one chance. You could have the most amazing treatment, a series of months of treatment, and if you haven't got that good baseline photo, it's finished.
Can go back,
You
but no
can't-
pressure.
Exactly. So yeah, I would just say, just be aware of all these factors, and it's not something that should be overlooked when doing treatments. I think it's something that we really need to just be aware of, but it doesn't take a huge amount of time or investment to get that perfect picture.
Right, it's just a matter of awareness.
Exactly.
So thank you, Sharon, for sharing with us your expertise and for having with me our last talk for today.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much. Well, we have finally come to the end of our Marketing annual event. As you know, we, the marketeers, can keep talking and talking all day long, but it's time to let you plan the next campaign, rewrite your marketing stories, and create new content for your different marketing channels. Okay, now it's really the end of this event. I hope you enjoyed and learned some new stuff that will help you level up your marketing in the coming year and keep on being our ambassadors wherever you are. I wish you all happy and healthy 2022. See you soon. Bye.